Good morning, everybody. Hello, and welcome. My name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, home decor pieces, gift tags, all kinds of projects with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 19 years, almost 20 in November. And this is my full-time job. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Hello, everybody. I see Cindy. Hello. Thank you for sharing this video. Hey, Becky. Good morning. Hey, Rhonda. Good morning. Good to see everybody. So Jean, hello in North Dakota. Thanks for sharing, Rhonda. As you guys come on this video today, whether you're watching replay or if you are here right now, hey Hannah, sorry, good morning. Hey Evelyn, hey Oma, good to see you. Trying to see who else. Pat, good morning. As you come on, say hi like everyone is, so you can have a chance to win the 3 cards I'm going to make today. And I will be using the Beauty of Tomorrow bundle, ooh ah. So you'll see all this closer up when I start stamping. I do have a lot of business to take care of today, I will say. So be ready for some news and just information. But anyway, so as you come on, say hi, make a comment, ask a question, even on replay, and you will get to be entered to win those cards. I have a helper now helping me with the drawings, so we will be more on track. So you'll want to comment within about 2 weeks of the original video date. And I actually just am mailing today. I put the postage on them yesterday, and thanks to Landa for coming over and helping me because I have a lot of stuff to mail this week. Retreat in a Box, Sam, what is it called? Share. And there's something else. I don't know. I mailed a bunch of stuff, including a bunch of those prizes where we gave away the cards. So Martha says video keeps glitching. Is anyone else's video glitching? I don't know if it is, but if not, sometimes just close the entire app and go back in. That's what I do. Because, if it's on your end. Good morning. Let me go back here. A lot of people came on. Good morning to Martha and Mary Ann. You're in Florida. Hello. Barbara, good morning. Hey, Pat. Thanks for sharing. And Jean. Hey, Karen. Good to see you. Dorothy and another Pat. And Teresa. Good morning. Linda and Jeanne in Oregon. Awesome. Shannon. Linda says looks fine. Thank you, Linda. No problems with Oma. Good morning, Cindy. Catherine is alive at UT Southwestern Hospital. Yay, that means your surgery hopefully went okay. Hey, Mary Ann. Good to see you this morning. Janet says it's good for her. Thanks for sharing, Sandy. And Jean says it's fine. So hopefully that's just on your end, Martha, which we all have that, unfortunately. Of course, I had a lot of issues last week. Hey, Angela, good to see you. I miss crafting with you as well. Hope you're doing great. Also, maybe you can come on that cruise we talked about 2 or 3 years ago. Hey, Sandy, good to see you. Sandy, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Zune. I sent you a Facebook message because you won a prize from me, so I need your address. So you can email me also, jennifer@jennifercotton.com. Okay, so welcome everybody. Say hi when you come on, and you'll have a chance to win those cards from today. Now, if you're watching me on YouTube, welcome and thank you. And that you also have a chance to win the cards by commenting on the video, giving me a thumbs up on YouTube, and what's the other thing? Oh, subscribing and hitting the notification bell. So any of those things you can get entered. And here on Facebook, if you share the video, just which means you click that little share button. It's got a little arrow and it asks you, where do you want to share this? On your personal page, in a group, etc. And you do that, then type in the word shared. And that will get you entered again, basically. So thanks for sharing, Shirley. Hello, everybody. Susan shared. Thank you. Hey, Linda. Good morning. Karen shared. Thank you very much. Martha says it's all good now. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Marcia. Good morning. Okay, so, of course, oh, I wanted to comment on, Pat, maybe you didn't see last week's video. So this new background, in case anyone also didn't see last week's video, is I'm redoing this room, but slowly, step by step. So that was step one. I did it all in one day. It's like a lot more work than you see on this one shelf. And I'm doing the rest, but it's going to be a slow process because I have to have time. But I have new organization shelves that fit into this IKEA shelf called Calyx from IKEA, and they are from Stampin' Storage. So I actually have a link now that you can shop through my Stampin' Storage store if you want. So I'll put that in the video up here for Facebook and down here for YouTube. And but I don't have mine in yet. They're in the living room in 3 giant boxes. So so you'll hopefully, maybe that'll be up next week. I don't know, because not only do I have to put them in, I have to load the paper and punches and stuff into them. So I just have to have time. This has been a very busy week. Okay, so reminders for what's coming up. In-person classes are August 21st here in this room in Midlothian. And all 4 of the in-person classes are offered to go. Anyone in the U.S. can take them and stamp at home with the PDF tutorial, and everything will be cut, die cut, punched. Possible, you'll just stamp and assemble with the PDF tutorial. That's for all of my events that are to go. And you will cut your own designer paper if that's included with the fee. So card and scrapbook class, you need to register by August 19th for those. They're $15 each, or free with a $20 order. And card is going to be 4 cards using 2 bundles, which actually, I think they might not be bundled anymore, but I'm going to use the dies and punch for Garden Wishes and Dragonfly Garden. So you can register for card class by August 19th. And then scrapbook is going to be 3 12 by 12 pages, $15, free with a $20 order for back to school and just generic. And we're going to use the Make It Happen stamp set and the color and contour bundle. So any questions on any of the events I talk about, just message me, email me, text me if you have my number, and I can give you the links, get you the prices, you know, whatever you need. Okay, so I do have sneak peeks of Sampler and Stamp-A-Stack. I love how my sampler turned out, even though it was a challenge for me to create with this stamp set and designer paper, just because it's, as I described it before, very groovy. I think it has a 70s vibe. I think it's awesome. But making a sampler was challenging, but I love how it turned out. Some people at the in-person retreat got to see it in person. Everybody loved it. So anyone can take that class. It's $28 and it includes over $20 in merchandise, but you need to register by, where's my date for that one? Right here. August 15th is your deadline. So 3 more days. If you count today, 4 more days to register. $28 includes $20 in merchandise, and you get to, of course, stamp and assemble at home if you do it at home. If you're local, you can check out the supplies from my porch, pick them up and stamp it at home, or you can attend in person on that same date, August 21st. Okay. Now, you can also join the Sampler Club. You'll get Sampler class, which I do every single month. You'll get it every month. It's $28. Shipping, of course, is separate. And then after 6 consecutive months, you'll get $25 in free merchandise. So that's Sampler. The next one is Stamp-A-Stack. It's the same deal. It's $30. for 12 cards, $20 or more in merchandise. And it's a class or a club. You can sign up for either one, same exact pricing. The benefit of the club is the free stuff, and you can cancel the club at any time. You don't have to stay around. Thank you, Holly. So I love these cards for our Stamp-A-Stack this month. We're using a bundle I showed a couple of videos ago, Merriest Moments, which is new in the holiday catalog. You can add on any of the stamps and bundles when you register for my events, by the way, or you can use your own, substitute, whatever you want. But you'll be making four designs, 3 of each for each of these 4 cards you see here. I have posted a sneak peek already in my VIP group and my blog, and I will send a reminder email out with that sneak peek as well. But these cards are so cute, so pretty. Marcia said Stamp-A-Stack is very worth it. Thank you, Marcia. She's one of my club members, and again, she can cancel at any time. If the budget doesn't allow, whatever, you can cancel. But if you stay in for 6 months, you'll get 25 in free merchandise. So that one has the same deadlines as Sampler. Sign up by the 15th. Whether you join the club by the 15th or, cancel, or register for a class by the 15th. It's offered to go anywhere in the United States. And you only need the 1 stamp set for each one. So, what was it called? Merriest Moments or In Symmetry. I don't think I said the name of the sampler. It's In Symmetry. And very few ink pads this month. I don't have the list in front of me, but it's like 3 or 4 ink pads per class that you'll need. That's it. Okay, so any questions, let me know. Don't forget to sign up for Whimsical Trees Christmas class with games. I keep saying card class, but I don't know if they're all going to be cards yet. I haven't decided. It's Whimsical Trees class with games. So you're going to make at least 4 projects. This is all to go, online only, on Zoom. You'll be mailed your kit and your additional supplies, like some little goodie bag, designer paper, whatever. Unfortunately, the ribbon I was going to use is not going to be available, but we will find another ribbon that matches it. And we'll use the Whimsical Trees bundle for your project, so you'll want to have that on hand or substitute images yourself. You'll get to play bingo for lots of prizes. You will get to... Tommy's trying to get the baby to sleep so she can keep watching. Yes, that can hinder your watching the videos. You'll get chances to win other door prize drawings that I do, and you'll get to have a fun evening with other stampers where we it's on Zoom, so you get to interact with each other, talk, ask questions of me at the end, and so on. So it's a lot of fun. It's August 26th. That's a Thursday at 6:30 Central PM. And you need to register by August 15th for this one as well. So another one that's 4 more days to register. I had another thought about it, but I lost it. So any questions, just let me know. I also have a new catalog kickoff event coming on September 11th. So you can attend in person here in Midlothian on September 11th, or you can take it to go, and it will be mailed after the in-person event. And you're going to make at least 8 projects using 4 new stamp sets and bundles from Celebration and the holiday catalog. You can add those on when you register if you like. Of course, you can use your own stamps. You're welcome, Linda. Sorry that took so long. And it's just a lot of fun. So whether you take it in person or to go via Facebook, you'll have access to our 4 stamping demonstrations, assuming Facebook doesn't fail me that day. We will stream them on Facebook. And so 4 demonstrations, a door prize entry for a nice big door prize. I always have a big one for that. Product with your fee, you get to keep the leftovers. You'll use, you know, if you get some gems, you'll use some on your projects. You'll keep the leftovers and so on. 8 projects, fun, 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 whether you attend in person or to go. So you need to register for that by September 5th for the early bird fee, September 5th. And then designer paper share. We got our first round ready. So it looks like this. So you are getting, if you sign up for this, you can still sign up, by the way. Hey, Terry, good morning. You get 42 sheets of 6 by 12 and 42 sheets, can't hardly see it there, of 6 by 6 because that's how they come. 2 of each design on 6 by 6, 1 of each here. That is 8 new designer papers, 5 new specialty papers. That's including both sizes there. And 84 sheets of paper total. And then the ribbon share you see there, look how cute. We have new little rubber bands we're packaging those up with. By the way, Landa did this. Thank you very much, Landa. And that is 2.5 yards of each of the 8 new ribbons for, I mean, it's a total of 20 yards. Sorry, there's 8 of them, 2.5 yards each, 20 yards total. That's like $22. So you can sign up for this through, let me go back to my other previous page. The deadline is September 10th to get all this. And then when you're registering, you can add on the party, which means you'll get 8 make and takes using your designer papers. So there's 8 new designer papers. We'll have 8 cards. Each one uses a different new designer paper. These are 7 of them. The Blackberry Bliss paper is available now. I'm using it in my video today, and it's gorgeous. And so we'll have a card with that as well. It just hasn't been designed yet. But these are the 7 cards out of the 8. And the party is only $20 more. But you get so much more. You get a bunch of door prize chances to win. You get a Facebook party. You get bonus videos of other projects, not including those 8 make and takes. And you get full step-by-step videos of all 8 cards for $20 extra. Now, if you signed up for the party this already previously, these are ready, but the party has not been cut for you yet. So we'll just send that separately later. Because shares are getting mailed today too. But you can still register for that through September 5th, like I said. I think it was the 5th. Where's my paper? And we are using Sparkle of the Season bundle and Little Delights stamp set on those make and takes. You'll see all that info when you click the link. By the way, if you're ever curious about like, I mean, you can ask me, of course, but if you're like, what does this cost or what stamp sets are you using? When you click the link to register, you're not registered. Don't panic. But you'll be able to read the pricing options. By the way, you can do only ribbon share. We had people do that. You can do only paper share. You can do only paper with party, only paper party plus ribbon, whatever. There's many options. But the point is when you register, you'll see all your options. You'll see all the add-ons that are optional. All your questions usually are answered right there. And then you can back out and be like, no, I'm not going to register for this. You know, not my price range, not what I thought, whatever. So, next, Awesome Autumn Stamp Camp with Jen and Jen. That's Genevieve Coe in Canada and Jennifer Cotton, me here in the U.S. So this is a class. Does anyone live in Canada? Any Canadians? Shout out. You can take it if you live in Canada. The exact same projects I'll be doing in the U.S. you can take in Canada. Genevieve designs half, I design half. And the registration, the event happens on September 25th. You need to register by September 1st in Canada, September 4th in the US. And we each have links, so Canadian link and US link to register. This one also uses that Blackberry Beauty paper plus this Blackberry Beauty ephemera pack, which I'm not using today, but I have it out just so I can show you because it coordinates, as well as some other stuff that you'll get with your fee. The people who did our last stamp camp, yes, Catherine was one of them with Genevieve, the peach one. By the way, speaking of peaches, I did not make this. We got all good feedback from that. So we had a Facebook party basically until like 4 or 5 p.m. that day. You didn't have to be present. You could watch it later. We gave away lots of prizes. It was lots of fun. So this is our second one that we're doing in Canada and US, Jen and Jen. So you can take that, and then wrapped up in that are 2 bonus classes, and you can take only one class, only the other class, or the camp in one class. Like, you can mix and match any way you want. So I'm having the Word of Cheer Christmas class, and Genevieve is having the cute Halloween class. I'm excited to see what she makes for that. So you can sign up for any of those through both of us. Any questions, let me know. I know I've missed lots and lots of people coming on saying hi. I just saw Robin saying hello, sunshine. Diana shared. Hello, Diana in North Carolina. Hey, Catherine. I also see lots of people watching. Please feel free to say hi so you can have a chance to win these cards today. Just saw Joni jumped on. Hello. Margaret, hey, thanks for sharing. Marcia said that's a good deal. Wish list. Love it. Marianne's excited for the Stampa stack. She gets to attend this month. Hey, Terry. I think I said hi. I can't remember when you popped on. Nancy is here. Jeannie in Woodstock, VA. Good to see you. Lori, good morning. Anyone I missed? Oh, Dana, I just saw you. Blame that on me, not yourself. Hey, Dana says to all stamping friends. Shirley, good morning. Awesome. But anyone I missed, I apologize. That's my fault. So Karen Bray, one of my helpers and friends and customers, gave me some peaches she jarred, I guess you would call it. I don't know if it's called, I guess they call it canning, but it's in a jar. Anyway, I told her I'm saving them to show them on Facebook, and then I can open it and eat them. She told me there's not much sugar in here, the lowest amount she can put, which is great for me. But isn't that adorable? And she actually was working on these during the peach stamp camp that she took. And so she posted pictures of like tables and tables of peaches for us to enjoy in the camp. So anyway, that is really cool. Thank you, Karen. She's on here today. And I also have to quickly show, look at all the gifts I got at retreat. It's not required to give the host a gift, but thank you to everyone who did. I'm gonna miss names if I try to say them all, but Terry came from Colorado, so I got some Colorado souvenirs plus Starbucks. You can't really see it there, but there's a Starbucks card in there. Thank you, Terry. Some people brought treats to share with everybody. Jackie and Pat, gosh, Pam, whoever that is, handmade gifts, buckets full of awesome stuff with cards, and these are all things you need at retreats. Highlighters, especially for April and I because we work. Notepads, hand sanitizer, of course, definitely need that. Nail file, pins, tape, like perfect gifts. Composition books, bags. Look at that from Paris. That's from Pat. Also got a big bag from Pat and a bunch of stuff from Pat. What are these called? The school, your pencil box full of awesome supplies. Coffee because we had to use a Keurig. Thank you guys so much. Retreats are awesome. People who attend who are friends usually bring gifts to each other. Not always, but it's optional, of course. But they give gifts to each other and sometimes to us, so it's a lot of fun. Of course, we give gifts all weekend. I have mine right back here. So you can get a little sneak peek, but I'm not fully showing them yet because of our to-go ones are going out this week. Mine are going out today, and April's our deadline's tomorrow to mail them. I don't know when she's mailing hers. So that if you take the retreat to go, you get all the gifts as well, plus the 10 make and takes, plus the goodie bag, plus, you know, whatever. So these are our swaps from retreat. Look how many people participated. I'm just going to show these super quickly, and I'll point out the winner when I come to it. But awesome swaps. Voting was, there wasn't a matching envelope. Voting showed how difficult it was to choose a winner. This, I think, was number 3. That is a gift card holder. The pocket is right there. That was Terry. I don't remember all the name, like who made all of these. But I'm just showing y'all quickly. This is one of those waterfall. I haven't made one of those in so long, but they are actually easy. This was April swap. That's that new celebration stamp set. And matching envelope there. Oh my gosh. I had some flowers stuck in there that I had die cut for something and then didn't use them. This one was really cool. I think this one might have been number 2. Now I'm blanking out. And here was our winner by Pat that everyone at the retreat got to vote for. Isn't that gorgeous? This is the one we're using for bingo. Bingo, bingo. I had been working on projects at the retreat and I had stamped and die cut all these flowers and then didn't use them. So they got mixed in with my swaps somehow. Okay, so the next retreat is in October. You can take it to go. We made all our decisions at retreat this past weekend, so we are using the Gingerbread and Peppermint suite for your 10 make and takes. It will be part of your goodie bag. The stamp sets are never included in these with the fee, so you can add those on or use what you have or use your own, but you'll get $50 in merchandise, a bunch of gifts, 10 make and takes at minimum, and more. So you can sign up for that by September 26th, and we do have 3 spots for our in-person retreat. If you're interested, let me know. And you know, our last retreat we had awesome classes, 20 cards class, Christmas cards. Oops. April's class, I believe they made 2 of each card, gorgeous, plus this gorgeous sampler. And then of course we had our 10 make and takes from the last retreat. So I think always awesome projects that you can take advantage of there when you take the retreats. So October is the next one. And then the 2 optional classes, like the ones I just showed you, will be, I'm doing a sweet little stockings class. We're going to make a sampler, which is the little pets and stuff. And it's Christmas themed. A sampler, cards, and gift tags. That's my class. And April's is the Harvest Meadow Suite, which is just gorgeous fall stuff. It has the cork, like it's so pretty. There's designer paper, cork paper, dies, stamp set, and so on. So that's April's class. And this is like all of my events. You can register only for one class, only for the other class, only for the 2 classes. Retreat plus 1 class, whatever you choose. And these links are out there now. I'm planning right now on September 26th to do an online BOGO. I do need to make sure I haven't overbooked myself and I can do it, but since it's online, like, you know, I can kind of throw that out there last minute. But keep your eye out for notifications from me about an online BOGO, which is buy one, get one free event. So that will be on Facebook on September 26th, which I believe is a Sunday. Okay, so keep your eye out for that. Don't forget about the cruises coming up. We have one in January 2022 and January 2023, both out of Galveston, Texas. They are crafting cruises, so you will get to craft on the seas for 7 days, in addition to do all the stuff on the cruise ship and get off the ship, if we're allowed, of course, and explore cities and all that stuff. So it's like the ultimate vacation for us crafters, because we get the best of both worlds. We get an actual vacation with all our meals paid for, entertainment, pools, beach, all that stuff, plus crafting. So any questions on that, let me know. I believe you have until October to guarantee get our group rate for the January 2022. And you can pay that out over time. Susan says, too bad I live in Florida one day. We have always, for our cruises, which I know cruises go out of Florida, so for you, that's more convenient. But we've always had people fly in for our cruises. So, okay, real quick, last but not least, and then I'm going to do my drawings for my summer, Sizzling Summer promotion. I'm looking around for where I put this. Paper Pumpkin. Stampin' Up! Just told us yesterday what the August Paper Pumpkin, not August, I'm sorry, September Paper Pumpkin will be. So first of all, this is what Paper Pumpkin is. It's a box you get in the mail. It's a surprise. You get a stamp set. You get an ink pad. You get embellishments and adhesive. And you get instructions for whatever the projects are. And then, of course, all the supplies, including envelopes. There's more exciting stuff in this one than envelopes. But anyway, so you can subscribe to this for $22 a month plus tax only, includes shipping, and cancel anytime. Or you can purchase it as a one-time purchase on my store. What am I trying to say about it? The deadline is the 10th of each month, so September 10th will be your deadline to get the one I'm about to tell you about. And everything's rearranged in here, so I'm used to having the table behind me to set stuff on when I'm finished with it. First of all, I love the box. That's just A, it looks like wood, so wood grain. B, the box for September's kit is going to convert into a wheelbarrow if you want it to. Isn't that cool? And it is, let me read my little information here. It will be Halloween and fall, so you can choose to make, and it makes gift treats, 12 treat boxes. You can make yours all fall, all Halloween, or any mix of that you want. Half and half, 3/4, whatever. Martha says, I'm ordering extra kits. Yes. Especially if you need Halloween treats, boom, done for you. You get 12 in each box, so you can go in and change your subscription to the number you want, or you can, well, yeah, that's how you need to do it, really. Or you can order a 1 month, but you have to do that separately multiple times to get multiples of the same box. It'd be better to subscribe with however many boxes you want, 3, and then change it or cancel the following month. But anyway, because you can cancel anytime. I think I said that. So it says Haunts and Harvest Paper Pumpkin Kit. That's the name of it. Haunts and Harvest. 12 boxes, 4 each of 3 designs. You can pick apples, pumpkins, or jack-o'-lanterns. And this box easily transforms into a vintage wheelbarrow for you to display at your harvest. Isn't that so cute? So you can put your little treats in there probably. I don't know. So yeah, that's basically it. Of course, they always include a stamp set that you can't buy anywhere else. It only comes in that kit. So that's what's up with Paper Pumpkin for this month. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my drawings. So, thank you to everybody who participated in my Sizzling Summer promotion. Let me grab my flyer about it so I can recap and grab my prizes and my entries. So, I stuck the flyer in the bucket so I wouldn't lose it. As a reminder, you got entries, different amounts of entries for what you did for attending events, bringing a friend, hosting your own party, and ordering with me. And you had to go to this link and record your entries. So I printed off all the entries. Hopefully you can see there that there are, it's hard to see because this has paper on it, but there's a lot of entries in there. And I've mixed them up multiple times already. And I have the prizes down here, but I'll show you one by one. So the first prize I'm going to draw for is the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And by the way, someone may win all the prizes. Some people have a lot of entries in here. Some people have 1, some people have 2, some people have 12 to probably, I don't remember the highest amount. But anyway, so my hands are empty. And I saw Terry said retreat was awesome. Thank you, Terry. Linda Mansky's fingers are crossed. So, and I have lots of prizes here, so I'll do these as quickly as I can. I'm closing my eyes because I have multiple pieces of paper in my hand. Sorry. And and I don't like to cheat. Look who won the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Shirley Govidasamy. Woohoo! I have a little tape here to put these on because I don't want to forget who won what. Congratulations, Shirley. I think she's here watching. Okay, I'm just going to grab random prizes here. Frosted gingerbread. Ooh, if you win this, you can take my retreat or my kickoff or both, and you'll have this stamp set already. This one goes to Carrie Schwint. Yay, Carrie. I don't remember if Carrie's here today yet. Next prize. Ooh, Blackberry Beauty ephemera pack. Carol says, so exciting for Shirley. Susie Dorset. Yay, Susie. Congratulations. Susie, hopefully she's picking up something today. Hopefully she'll wait a little while. The next one is layering diorama dies. Ooh, ah, because, yeah, they're awesome. You're welcome, Shirley. Now, next winner, Flora Sandoval for layering diorama dies. Woohoo! I'm realizing I should have waited to do my mailings today because everything's boxed up, postaged, everything. I could have stuck this in some of y'all's stuff, but oh well. Next prize, Evergreen Elegant Stamp Set. Love this one. Mix it up again. Go right on top this time. Always go to the bottom. Robin Barnes. Robin, I think she's here. I mean, she was here. I know when I'm watching Facebook Lives, I'm always in and out because I'm having to like take care of business and stuff. Next one is the Timber 3D embossing folder. Most of these prizes are brand new, like from the mini catalog. Anyway, FYI. Ooh, Shirley Govidasamy. Congratulations. Everybody's congratulating y'all for winning. That's awesome. Let's do next Gingerbread and Peppermint designer paper. So cute. So, winner is, oh, hold on, there's a really thick, I'm not looking, a thick thing of stuff there. Cindy Tarrant. Yay, Cindy. I'm mailing you stuff today already, Cindy, but these will not go out today due to time. Okay, I have more than I thought prizes left. 4 more, I think. So this one is the Cute Stars Embellishments. They match the Halloween stuff, like that's where they're pictured in the catalog. But you can use those for so many different things. So this one will go to Carrie Schwint. Woohoo! Congratulations, Carrie. Again, I just want to reiterate, thank you for everyone who, this was a June and July challenge, or whatever, not challenge, but thank you to everyone who participated. Gold Holly Leaves from the mini catalog. Go to, drum roll, I have more than one in my hand. They don't want to separate. Robin Barnes, congratulations. 2 more prizes, I believe. Okay, so no, 3 more. This basket is like Mary Poppins basket. This is the Evergreen Border Punch. Ooh, ah. Shirley's congratulating everybody. Carol's congratulating Shirley and Susan. Awesome. This one goes to Flora Sandoval. Yay, Flora. I don't remember if Flora watches Facebook Lives, but she takes a lot of classes, so. Okay, 2 more. This is the Subtle Shimmer Sequins. Ooh. We are going to Susie Dorset. And last but not least, I love the stamp set. It's called Merriest Moments. This one is, we're using it for Stamp-A-Stack this month. This was my basket. We're using it for Stamp-A-Stack this month, so hey, whoever wins, I want to take that class. The winner is, Christine Jenkins. All right. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you guys again. That was fun. Lots of other people unfortunately did not win, but congratulations to our winners. Let me move this out of the way and I will point the camera down. Everybody's getting lots of, being very supportive. Thank you guys very much. Okay, so I'm going to point the camera down and I'm going to talk about, I've got like tons of cords over here, specials and stuff real quick, and then we'll start stamping. So when I point this down, FYI, in case you haven't been here in a couple of weeks, sometimes it has been messing up on me and I have to restart the video. So I'm going to be as careful as I can. I still don't know if it's been something I did or not. But anyway, normally you're going to see my ceiling for a minute. And then I'm going to flip that camera. Oh, yay. And then I'll just fix that one part. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be good today. Thank goodness. And bring it on down. Oops. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. So I want to remind you, of course, that the biggest sale that Stampin' Up! Ever does is called Celebration, and it's happening right now. This is the first time ever it's happened in August and September, but amazing. Yay. Thank you, Stampin' Up! For doing it twice this year. Normally it's January, February. Now we have two, at least for this year. And there are multiple products in this catalog that you can only get free. So the Bedazzling's paper, free with a $50 purchase. Penguin Playmates, free with 50. Feels Like Home stamp set, free with 50. Beautifully Pinned designer paper, free with 50. Peaceful Prints designer paper, free with 50. Counting Sheep stamp set, free with 50. And the matching dies, free with 50. By the way, no limit. If you place a $100 order, you select 2 of these or a $100 item. 150, you can pick whatever mix you want. You can pick 2 of the same thing, 3 of the same thing, 12 of the same thing, literally no limits. And hey, Diane, good morning. You know, it's for every time you place an order for this amount during this time period. So if you already did one last week, last month, whatever, or you know what I mean, it still counts every time you place an order. Textures and Frames stamp set, free with 50. Then we have these dies, free with 100. That they're called Summer Shadows. They match the Shaded Summer stamp set from the annual catalog, which is a great stamp set. I've already used it in a class this year before I knew about that. Delicate Dahlias. This is the one that April Swap used. Oh, they're not over here. I put them somewhere else. But that's free with 100. It's a huge stamp set. There's like 2 sets of photopolymer stamps and all that in there. So we have all that. Then if you host a party, you not only do you always get free dollars based on your party sales, or if you just order over $150, that counts as a party. So you always get dollars to spend towards more stuff. But if your party reaches $300, you're going to get this bonus stamp set called In Your Words for free. Automatically, so that's cool. And then last but not least, the best special of this entire book and pretty much the entire Stampin' Up! Year is if you join, in this case, hopefully my team, you will get a free bundle of your choice. These bundles are all from the holiday catalog. There are 12 to choose from, and I printed out for me so I can tell you prices. The value of these, so Frosted Gingerbread is $48.50. That's how much it costs if you buy it, but you can get it completely free with the starter kit. Christmas Season, $54. Christmas to Remember, $60.25. It's a great one to get free. Whimsical Trees, $51.25. Peaceful Deer, $36. Sweet Little Stockings, $47.50. Penguin Place, $31.50. Peaceful Cabin, $54. Arctic Bears, $47.50. Beauty of Tomorrow, that's what I'm using today, $50.25. Gorgeous Leaves, $44. And Nature's Harvest, $53. So, how do you get those free? You purchase our starter kit, which is $99 plus tax, free shipping. You select $125 in anything you want. Anything we sell, the die cut machine, bundles, collections. As long as you don't go over $125, you're good to go. Then you select one of these for free. Then you get automatically, they'll just send you a free past paper pumpkin kit. So you get all of that for $99 plus tax. So whatever your tax rate is, mine makes it like $107. And the value can be well over $225 because you would pay me tax and shipping on that $125. You'd pay $22 for a paper pumpkin kit, and then you'd pay this plus tax and shipping when you get this bundle. So it's a great deal. And then there's no obligation if you do that. You don't have to sell. You don't have to do parties. You don't have to order. But of course you can sell, do parties, order if you want. And I, of course, support you in all of that. If you need help, have questions, there's training, there's all kinds of stuff. But there truly is no obligation. Many people, probably many watching this video right now, have bought the kit once or multiple times over the years and never bought or sold $1. So, no obligation. Now, you will get to see the new mini catalog that comes out in January 1st. If you get the kit now, you get to order from that in December with free celebration items if you choose. This is all optional. And you'll be getting that discount through at least January 2022. So any questions, let me know. And of course, you'll be part of my amazing team of the Stamp Therapist. So that's that part. Next, my ordering specials. If you place an order with me, whether you go online and place it or you're here at my house and you fill out an order form in what month are we in? August 2022. This distracted me. You're going to receive this virtual swap emailed from me once the month is over with 63 pages, 32 projects. And my team gets this free automatically. It hasn't been sent out to them yet, but they're getting it. And you'll receive it if you place an order. So there's that. And then I always have a monthly online ordering special. I have changed it to offer you more. So August 1st through 15th, if you place an online order of $25 or more with this host code, which I'm going to tell you how to enter that, you will receive a free class packet. And I'm actually demonstrating this class packet today. Yay! To make these 4 cards that I'm going to show you today. This is what your class packet will look like, but it doesn't have the free gifts inside because I don't have those anyway, but you'll get them. So 25 or more, you're going to get with this host code, you're going to get that. Now, if your order is 150 or more, don't use the host code. I'll still give you everything. August 1 through 15th. Then, if your order during August 1st through 15th is $50 or more, in addition, you're going to receive a full roll of this gold shimmer ribbon, which trust me, you're going to want if you don't have that yet. It's gorgeous and I'm using it today. Then August 16th, I'm going to start over with a new host code. I'm only giving 1 class packet per month. So August 16th, if you place a $25 or more order, you'll get the class packet, but again, 1 per person. So, that's it. But if it's 50 or more on the 16th with the new host code, you're going to get a free pack of the brushed metallic adhesive dots. So, make a long story short, place a $50 order in the first half, and the second half, you're going to get all 3 of these. Place a $50 order in the first half, you get that. Second half, you get that. $25 order first half, you get that. $50 order second half, I'm throwing this in. I hope this makes sense. Any combination you do that fits in my qualifications. Hopefully that's not confusing. My sister gets the awesome tutorial bundle. She would be watching, but school's back in session. Yes, that's true. She's working, I know. Okay, so how do you enter a host code? This is important because Stampin' Up! Is cracking down on adding host codes after the fact. So if your order is 150 or more before tax and shipping, don't add the host code. You'll get free stuff from Stampin' Up! I'll still give you my free stuff. But under 150, of course, you always want to make sure you're shopping with Jennifer Cotton. You'll see this on the screen. And then when you go to your cart, which is that little button right there, it looks like a little heart shopping bag. When you go to your cart, you'll see the word checkout, and above that you'll see add host code, and you have to click on that and then copy and paste or type that in. That's how you add the host code. And I just want to make sure everybody knows that this is how you will order your celebration items with every $50 and $100 spent, is that after you actually click the word check out, that's when these options come up. You won't see this screen, hooray, you earned freebies, and it shows you there's more, which ones to pick, until you click check out. And then below this, if you scroll down, you will see a button that looks like this that says free with a $100 purchase. You have to click on that to expand and open up these two options. So I hope all that is helpful to you if you're ordering. Anyway, obviously if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, y'all are probably ready to stamp. So today I'm using the Beauty of Tomorrow bundle. Not only is this one of your free choices when you purchase our starter kit, that's A. B, we're using this bundle in which class? Now I blanked out. Let me check my notes. It's free with the kit. Oh, I'm using it. Am I using it in a class? Oh, I'm using the designer paper. Sorry. I'm so many things, as y'all saw, that I'm offering. I forget what it is. So here are the dies. You get 8, and you'll see those as I do my presentation today. They are called Beautiful Leaves dies. And then the stamp set's gorgeous. You're going to get to see lots of it when I demonstrate today. So you can get this one free with your starter kit if you choose. I'll be using those accessories I already showed you. But I'm also using lots of other products from the mini catalog. So, of course, I'm using Bedazzling, of course, which is free with a $50 purchase, no limit. That ends September 30th or while supplies last, so I'm going to use that. I'm using this gorgeous Blackberry Beauty 12 by 12 designer paper. So this is my first time showing this on screen because we just were able to start ordering it last week. It's gorgeous. You can see I've used it, of course, which was to make these cards. And if you get my online ordering special, you're going to get the pieces you'll see today that I've cut up, that we will have cut up for you of this paper. This is the paper we're using in the stamp camp. Isn't it gorgeous? Like, who doesn't like Blackberry Beauty? Your favorite bundle and DSP in the mini. Awesome, Susan. Look at this paper. It's got the gold foil. It's got owls. It's gorgeous. So I'm using this today. Oh my gosh. Like, elegant, gorgeous. I love this design. I didn't end up using it, but it's one of those you can cut in half and, you know, get 6 cards out of the sheet and all that stuff. So that's the paper, which is available now, by the way, $15. It's a specialty. And then I'm also using the cork, which this was I think this was my first time. Maybe not, because it was already cut up, so I must have used it on something. But the cork is super thin. It's got like I don't know what this backing is, but it's not like cardstock, and super thin. It looks like exactly like cork, so I think it is real cork. And then I'm also using the gold shimmer vellum, which is super shimmery in person. Not sure how that shows on camera, but it's gorgeous. It looks like if you took gold and put Wink of Stella all over it. And these are all in the mini catalog. By the way, you get all of these in my share. All of them. You get the gold shimmer, you get the cork, you get the Blackberry Beauty, you get all of it. So you should do that. Okay, and then what I'm showing today is my online ordering special. So in August, $25 or more with either host code, you're going to get this class packet to make these 4 cards. So I'm going to start with the first one, and this is pretty much how your packet will look. I know Landa very well, and this is how she'll package it up. This piece, when we die cut it for you, will not fit in this envelope, so it's going to be loose in the front. And then this is the first card I'm going to make for you today. So you'll have your card base, all of the pieces for the card, plus this die cut piece of that gold shimmer, and everything's cut and ready to stamp and assemble. And then there's the next card. So first of all, your card base is crumb cake in this case, and it's 5.5 by 8.5. I'm actually going to go ahead and open these dies up because I'm going to be using them, so I want to not have to dig for them when it's time. So you take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, cut it in half. By the way, anyone can make a card. I say it every week. Anybody can make a card. I knew nothing about crafting when I joined Stampin' Up. I did want to make my own cards, and I had been, but I knew nothing about crafting, trust me. But I learned quickly that you take 8.5 by 11 and cut it in half either direction, and when you fold that in half, which I use my bone folder for, you get a card that fits into the invitation size envelope, which is also known as the medium envelope from Stampin' Up. The clear one is my favorite medium envelope we carry, but we have white and vanilla as well. So it's economical, 2 out of 1 sheet, and it's easy. Half, 5.5 or 4 1/4. So normally I fold this in half with my bone folder, align the 2 corners on the table against my thumbnail, fold with the bone folder. Again, I'm stressing that because if you only use your finger, it's going to be all wrinkled on the inside. And then I set that aside. I may have to drink water. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull these pieces out for this card. And, excuse me, show you that we're going to use this piece of the designer paper. We're using the black, rich raspberry side. But look at this gorgeous other side. It's hard to pick. But by the way, just cut up your designer paper. Just cut it up. Now, I personally don't pre-cut it, but I'm not afraid to cut into a sheet when I'm ready to cut into it. Pre-cutting it, I see the benefits. I don't, because I use it for scrapbooking too, and this and that. But I'm not afraid to cut into it because I know where to get more. And I get more all the time. So we have that, and then we have a scrap of crumb cake. And I saw Susan said she needs to stock up on crumb cake. Yes, I consider crumb cake like my white and vanilla. I always need a stack on hand because I could use that as a card base at any moment. What am I? Oh, I'm looking for my sample. Yes, so this is a scrap of crumb cake for me to stamp some flowers on and die cut them out. Of course, I'm using Bedazzling, which I found matches. It looks fine, even though to me it clashes with like gold foil. It looks fine with this paper throughout. So you'll see that on a couple of my projects, how it's going to look fine. So this is 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of basic white that I pre-die cut out. And let me grab those dies for you. I show them pretty much every week now. Potted Succulents has these 4 amazing labels in them. So Potted Succulents. There's a stamp set to go with it. You can get both. And then you'll have the labels plus that stamp set. So I pre-die cut that, but I am going to die cut for you today, so you'll see how that works. And then, of course, we're going to pre-die cut this piece for you. Now, what you're going to do, see how some paper is already falling out of it, for this is take it out of the vellum. Take the vellum out of the vellum. And then you can either use a toothpick or take your pick tool. I prefer a toothpick so I don't stab myself. You just want to take this out carefully so that it doesn't rip apart, although a lot of it's hidden, so you could just piece it back together. I've got one that's just hanging on right there. There we go. And then for these pieces, you can either take a toothpick, which I laid some over here and I knew I wasn't going to be able to find them when it was time. But I actually found what was easier was to flip it over backwards and pop them out that way. These inside pieces that come out. Okay, so then after you take them all out, it will look like this. It's gorgeous. There's samples in the catalog where they die cut this out of the print patterned designer paper. So lots of options there, and of course you can die cut it out of cardstock as well. But I just wanted to use this gold shimmer vellum on these projects, so that worked out. Okay, so there's all those pieces. Now let me do my stamping. So for this card, I'm using one of the floral type images. And my greeting says, I know this is a difficult day. By the way, I love the font in this stamp set. But it does have some different kind of useful greetings. So I know this is a difficult day. Some people are just likable. You're one of those people. I'm here for you. And then this stamp says, the changing of leaves remind us that new wonders are just around the corner. And then there's the bird, which has a die, this flower, which has a die, the one we're using now, which has a die, and a nice splatter stamp. So, okay. So for my greeting, I actually forgot I'm turning the label where it's portrait. And I'm using I keep saying that, rich raspberry ink, because that's what color this designer paper is. And I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. Don't press too hard on our ink pads, otherwise you'll get a mess. They're not intended to be tapped hard. They will work better if you just tap. And of course you can re-ink them if they're dry. We carry the re-inkers. And just hold it down firm for a few seconds to stamp. So that's my flowers on the crumb cake. And then the greeting just right in the center of this white. I haven't used rich raspberry in forever. It's a gorgeous color. I think I mentioned that last week or recently about how I tend to only use colors in designer papers lately. So on this card, I need to die cut this flower out. So I'll do this one for the camera. And then the other stuff I'll just probably I have to die cut a couple other things today, and I'll do it off camera real quick. So, but in case anyone doesn't know about die cutting, this is the machine you could get if you don't have it yet with our starter kit, because it's $120, which of course you can purchase it. But if you get it with the starter kit, it's such a great deal because you only pay $99 plus tax. Currently, you get a free bundle, all that stuff. And it comes with everything you need to be able to use all of the Stampin' Up! Die cut stuff, embossing and die cutting. Okay, so I think, let me get my tape. I'm far away, so it's hard to see what I'm doing. I'm going to use my Post-it tape to hold this in place. And I have this in my Amazon store on my blog if you want to find that. It's less wasteful than a sticky note. And it's, just smaller. And it works like it's reusable a little bit more than a sticky note for a few different die cuttings. So anyway, you just align that image with the blade down and then run it through one time. And it cuts out your image. If you've aligned it properly, it cuts it out perfectly. And so I'll be doing that off to the side for a couple other things today, just to save y'all a few seconds. Because I already knew this video was probably going to go a little longer than my normal, like hour and a half. Anyway. Okay, so now we have all of our elements. So let's see how this card is going to go together. We've already, of course, your ribbon's going to be cut for you unless you're receiving the roll of ribbon free, then we won't cut it for you because you'll use your ribbon. And then the dots, if you use those on your card, the brushed metallic adhesive back dots, same thing. If you're getting them free because you placed the proper order, you'll just get the packet. Otherwise, we'll cut off however many you need for your project. So let me open these up because I'm going to need some. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to attach my Be Dazzling free with a $50 purchase, no limit, spend 100, choose 2, and so on while supplies last. Best designer paper Stampin' Up's ever sold. I'm going to attach that to the left side of this card. It's a portrait style card, and not all the way to the left, so let a little bit of that designer paper show on the left as well. Then our next layer is this gold shimmer vellum die cut leaf image. So I need to grab my silicone craft sheet here, and what I did was not worry about it. I just put some adhesive. The silicone craft sheet just keeps the excess adhesive from it's okay if you rip it messing up your table or scratch paper. It just magically disappears. But as you can see, I'm just placing adhesive in random spots, not random, in the solid areas of this die cut piece. I missed a spot there. And it doesn't need to be on every single one, every single solid leaf. So I think I'm good. Now this image is challenging to fit on one piece of paper. So what I'm actually going to do, it takes up the full front of the card. So I'm just going to lay this designer paper on the front. By the way, I don't think I said it. It's 4 inches by 5 1/4. It's just a 1/4 inch smaller than the front. And I'm going to try to keep it within the edges of the crumb cake cardstock. But I did find it's a tight fit. Like, it kind of a tiny bit hangs over the edges, at least from what I found. I don't know if you can see that there. So there's a little piece hanging over the edge there and there, but here too. Maybe I could tilt it a little bit different and get it to fit, but it's okay with me. So there's that. And then the next layer I want, so I have 2 pieces of ribbon here. One is basically a scrap, which I'll show you in a second. The other, I cut basically the length of the front of the card, left to right, so like 4 inches. I didn't measure it though, and I cut the 2 angles at the same angle, like that. And I just want that to go across here. Let me look at this sample. Yeah. So this goes down first. So what, in this case, what I'm going to do is hold the ribbon where I want it, pick it up, add a little adhesive where I know it's going to go, and then lay it down. That's easiest to me. I'm okay with it sort of flopping on the edges, and I prefer to do that than add the adhesive to the ribbon. So I don't think it really matters, but it's your choice. And then my next pieces are going to be the flower and the greeting. So I'm just going to kind of lay it out here to see where I want them. And my flower is, so both of these, I'm sorry, are going to be on Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'll grab my mini dimensionals here, my favorites, and it flipped over and stuck to my fingernail. Stick these to the cardstock. So I'm going to use 4 on the flower, and I don't remember what I did before, but I'll do 4 on this greeting as well to balance it out. I don't use a ton of dimensionals. And then I'm going to peel the backing. Oh, I forgot a step. Okay, let me peel the backing off of all these so they'll be ready to stick, but I forgot a step. So what I'm doing with this ribbon, I did see this on like Pinterest or Facebook. There's a demonstrator only Facebook group that's amazing, by the way. If you join, you get to be part of Demo Planning Place, which is so many talented people sharing ideas there. So I saw it on one of those, but this ribbon unravels beautifully. It's gorgeous. You just literally pull, like, it's so easy. But look what you get. Oh my gosh. So this is about, that's centimeters, 2.5 inches, and you don't want to unravel it all the way because you need something to stick it on your card with. So I'm going to keep my thumbs down there. That's about long enough. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, so just trim this little piece off that you were pulling. Where are my scissors? I'm going to get rid of that. Looks like this, FYI. Okay, so this piece, I forgot, I want to stick it to the back of this greeting and coming out the top right hand corner. So let me remove this dimensional. Let me add a little adhesive on that top right hand, the back corner, and this is going to be coming out of there. It's going to be so pretty when we put this all together. Then I'll add a dimensional on top. I always forget those steps when I'm doing that kind of thing. And by the way, who said that? Margie, I think. Thank you very much for that compliment, Margie. Okay, so now I can get a little visual. I want this greeting to overlap the bedazzling and the ribbon and the designer paper, like intersect all of those. And I want this flower to be coming out from behind it. So I'm just like figuring all that out and laying it down that way. It's so pretty. And then the last thing besides gluing this to my card base is these brushed metallic dots, which are so gorgeous. They're kind of flat. I've said this multiple times, but so they don't stick up a ton. I like to use the take your pick tool, the pointed end. Some people like to use the paddle end for these, and some people like to use the putty end. Doesn't matter, whatever works for you. But if you're using this one, I strongly recommend you put your finger on the embellishment like hard and push it down so that you can use a lot of pressure going under it to pick it up and it doesn't fly across the room and you lose it. So I'm going to add 3 of these, 1 large and 2 small to this card. And that is going to be that. Let's attach that to the card base, and here is card number 1. By the way, free with a $25 online order. You're going to get the card kit mailed to you next month, by the way, at the end, after the month ends, to make this card plus the other 3 I'm going to show you today. Bring in my original. I love it. So let me bring it up closer. Get all that detail. Isn't it gorgeous? Gorgeous. Yeah, my ribbon's just floating around there. I think no, this one's floating too. It's just not curled as much. So, here we go. I see Marcia has a new friend joining. Tiffany, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Martha. It did get better and better. This was one of those where I struggled this whole like designing these 4, but then I kept like, let me add this, let me take away that. No, I tried this on white first. Like there was a whole process. So yeah, thank you guys. Okay, next card. Remember, free with a $25 purchase in August. Card number 2 is going to look like this in your packet. And your card base is white, 5.5, 8.5. Then we have, look at these leaves. We have some gorgeous stuff in here. So in this, in the dies is what I was going to say. There are 4 leaf dies. So you can cut all 4 at one time. I found that these 2 are the same. No, these 2 are the same size. And then that's like medium. I think they're the same. Maybe it's a tiny bit smaller. I did put them, you know what? I think that one is a tiny bit smaller now. Let me make sure if it's these 2. They are slightly different. I was wrong. So They are all four slightly different from each other, but these two are less of a difference, these two smallest ones. Anyway, you get all four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now a tip, I don't really know if this matters, but I did turn this over to the white side and die cut them out, just to put less wear and tear on my dies, because that's really textured there. So I cut it backwards basically, so they might be a different direction if you cut them from the other side, but it doesn't matter. And I forgot, let me put my original card in the clear plastic envelope that you'll get with your card so you can protect it. You can also mail it this way with your info on the back and a postage stamp on the outside. Just check with your post office to ask if it needs extra postage, or you can put this in your white or vanilla envelope this way to protect it when it goes through the mail. Love these envelopes. You get 50 for like $6. Anyway, so right, love these leaves so much. Bedazzling, of course. Next layers are this gorgeous piece of the designer paper, 4 by 5 1/4. Blackberry Bliss. I have a ruler right here. This is a slightly odd size 3 3/8, which, by the way, let me grab. I'm going to reveal this retreat gift, okay? So if you're getting retreat in a box and you don't want to know what you got, close your eyes and plug your ears. Anyway, I want to reveal it. So everybody got the awesome ruler. It was packaged like this. Isn't that cute? This is mine. With down to the 16th and even like, I think 30-second marks. So if you don't have one of these, you can go to my Amazon store and find it there. But this can tell you that this is 3, oh my gosh, you do need readers though, and 3/8 of an inch if you have trouble reading a normal ruler. So 3 3/8 by, it's normal down here, 4 3/4. And that is, well, that's because I basically was going off of a die cut piece for the next layer and then the layer after that. So what's on top of that is cork, and it's, I'm actually used to this one, 3 1/8 by 4 1/2, and then a pre-die cut from our stitched rectangle dies, which are amazing. You get 13 rectangle dies that nest, and it's amazing. Rectangle stitched dies. This one is basically it's technically, if you want to get real, 1, 2, 3/16, but basically 2 1/4 by basically 3 1/2. So that's all my pieces. So what are we going to do on this card? Fold our card base in half. Oh yeah, this one's pretty simple, especially for you if you're, I got glitter all over this, receiving this kit, because we've done all the cutting for you. So fold that in half, align that against my thumb on the table, and fold, set it aside. And for my stamping, I'm just going to use this. The changing of leaves reminds us that new wonders are just around the corner greeting. This time in Blackberry Bliss to match that paper. Which dies do you need, Marcia? The rectangles? So I'm inking it like normal, and I'm just going to stamp this in the center, you know, as best I can. It is, the rectangle's taller than these words, but just center it. Gorgeous. And then all we have to do is assemble this one. We do need a bow. So I don't remember if I said this, but you should have seen it before I pulled it out. There's a piece of ribbon in there, or you'll use your own if you get that free with your $50 order. So I'm going to attach my cork to my Blackberry paper. And then that is going to go flat onto the designer paper. I always avoid attaching the base, this base, to the card base until I know nothing's going to get wrapped around it. So that's just a little side note there. Then I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals on my rectangle greeting. Minis, of course, because I love them. You get 720 for $4, plus these thick edges that you can use on future projects just by snipping, as you can see I've done here. And sometimes we use these edges before we finish it because we want something thicker. So they're great. So I did 5. And then that goes right in the center. And then I'm just going to put a dimensional on each leaf, a mini. I think I had to cut, maybe I'll put 2 on this big one. I think on this like medium-sized leaf, I was able to fit it, but then I had to cut one in half for these 2 little leaves because they are very tiny. So just right down the middle there. Another good use of your minis when something's extra mini, so to say. And just peel off the backing of all of those. And, oops, forgot that was sticky. So I placed the big one down here at the bottom, kind of, can't think of the word, but it's going around the greeting there. And then, trying to look at my sample, I think one of the small ones down here with it. And then the other 2, I kind of have the medium one first, and that was bottom right hand corner of the white, and then top right hand corner of the white is the other 2. Simple, simple, simple. Then we just need a bow to finish it off. Let me go ahead and add this to the card base. So this ribbon that I cut is 8 1/4 inches. Of course, if I had the roll, I would not cut it. I would just tie from the roll. But it's because we want a small bow. So you make a normal bow. I'm doing bunny ears, so 2 bunny ears, lots of space in between. Make sure you leave some tails. All your fingers are pointed at you. The purpose of that, besides it makes it easier, is it makes you keep your ribbon flat. It's not twisted anywhere. If I turn away from me, it's twisted. And then I cross my right over left and push that loop down into the bunny hole. And of course you get a really ugly bow, but you just have to fix it. So you pull and keep pulling, but you can make your bows really small, any bows, just by you keep pulling. Like, it's very easy. So we want this one to be a pretty small bow on this card because it's going to go right down here where these leaves are, the bottom right hand corner. And so of course I'll trim my tails. This is that gold ribbon you'll get free with a $50 purchase. I'm forgetting, oh, I think that's August 1st through 15th. And then August 16th through 31, $50 order with the new host code, you'll also get these free. Okay, so mini glue dot. I feel like I'm shaking the camera a lot today. I keep bumping my table. So just peel this back, tie a ribbon around your glue dots, and then that gives you something to fold the ribbon backwards onto so that you can reveal one glue dot if your glue dots are rolled backwards like mine are. To us, that's backwards, but anyway, there it is. Card number 2. Quick and easy, especially since we do all the work for you. But it is quick and easy. Again, it took me a little bit to get to the designing on this one, but once it was done, it was like, that's a nice, easy card. Stampin' Up's products do all the work for us. Like, I am not crafty, I'm telling y'all. So, you'll have your clear envelope in your packet. You'll be able to slip it in there to protect it or give it away right away. So, card number 2. The third one, I'm only demonstrating 3 today. Your 4th one will have all the pieces in it and your vanilla card base, and I'll show you that card. But I'm only making 3 so we don't, you know, the video is not like even longer. So for this card, we have a basic white card base, 5.5, 5.5, 8.5. Then again, in your packet, you're going to have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of crumb cake cardstock that has been embossed for you, which I'll show you that folder in a second. Then a piece of the designer paper. Oh, look at that side, but I'm using this side actually. It's like a chevron sort of pattern. That's cinnamon cider and early espresso. Then I have a scrap of basic white, another 3/4 by 5 1/4 strip of my beloved Be Dazzling designer paper, a small strip of the gold ribbon, and then this pre-die cut banner. So I'll show you where that comes from. These are called Bloom dies. They're in the annual catalog. Of course, there's a whole stamp set that goes with them, but they have this nice long banner die. Now, if you don't, like if you just want to make these yourself without any of my class stuff, and you don't have those dies, you can just cut a 1/2 inch strip and cut your own banners. Very simple. This one happened to work well with the greeting I'm going to use, so I like it. Okay, so let me fold my card base in half. Just like before. Set that aside. For my stamp, I'm going to do something on this one too. So for my stamping, I'm using, I need to clean my stamps, or a stamp. I'm using both of the flowers that come in this set. So the one I used on the first card in Rich Razzleberry, so I need to clean it really well. I'm just using my chamois, which you just get wet, squeeze it out, and start using it. And when it gets too inky, rinse it out in the sink again, squeeze. I'm gonna get a little deeper here. Squeeze out the excess water, make sure the colors, like the water's running clear, and you're good to go. It's just gonna get stained like this. So that's the chamois. The cases are sold separately on the same page in the catalog. And I need the other flower as well, which both have die cuts, and I am going to die cut it out. And then my greeting says, some people are just likable, which I'm sure you know plenty of people like that. I am going to use my sponge dauber on this card, a sponge dauber, and 3 ink colors: early espresso, crumb cake, and cinnamon cider. Okay, so let me do my stamping first so I can get these stamps out of the way. So cinnamon cider, again, which is one of the colors in the designer paper, for my 2 flowers. So if you get this class packet, that's too close to the edge. Make sure you just leave enough room for both flowers on here. Don't just like go straight in the middle. So I was too close to the edge the first time. And then I'll just add the other flower on here. And then die cut both of those out. So I personally would cut these apart to die cut. That way I don't accidentally overlap my dies, and I just find it easier personally if they're on separate pieces of paper when I run them through the machine. And then for my greeting, I'm using early espresso ink. And for this greeting, I told you, some people are just likable. And that goes right on that banner. Don't rock it too much or you're going to get the edges of the stamp. Although you hopefully won't get ink on there. See how mine doesn't have ink if you just tap, tap, tap. Straight down, straight up. None of this smushing, none of this hitting, none of that. Tap, tap, tap. You only want the image to touch the ink pad gently. You can do that many times gently, just don't press hard. Okay, and then I'll use this in a second. Let me die cut these out real quick. So of course, there's a die for the other flower as well. And this one's for the bird, which I'm using on the last card, but you just I'm not going to put it together for you today, but I'll show you. So let me run and die cut these out because, again, just to save you a minute for me bringing the machine over, positioning it, you know, all that stuff. I can just cut it right here in my new station that if you're attending in person, you'll get to see it. I love it. Anyway, I'm still probably going to rearrange it a little, but this is working out really well for me for working. So there's that one. I reused that same Post-it tape. There we go. Oh, this one has a little piece of paper right there, so I always want to clean that out before I put my dies away. I don't know where my toothpicks are, so I'm going to use the piercer. Because I don't want that to be in there the next time I use it, and if that keeps happening, it won't cut there anymore because it'll be blocked, basically. Okay, so now, this is one of those embossing folders I forgot to show you. It's called Time Worn Type. That definitely gets a lot more definition if you sponge it, or you could even add ink directly to the folder on either side. You get a different effect depending on the side you add it to, and you can just tap your ink pad all over. I'm not doing that for this class because we're mailing this to you pre-embossed, so you can just sponge it on top versus us doing that every time for however many people. So anyway, it's called Time Worn Type. I've had a lot of questions about what is it, like what is the image, and to me, and you're gonna see it a little better when I sponge it on here, to me it looks like if it has words typed on it, of course, if your paper got wet and then it bubbled up and dried. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but that's what it looks like. So just some really old worn out paper. You probably should have a piece of scratch paper under this to catch, or, well, for two reasons. Hold on, let me grab it. So you can go off the edges and not get ink all over your table. But also you can kind of start on the scratch paper, which is what I should have been doing. That's why I got these really dark circles, so that it takes off that initial dark circle. If you don't have a sponge dauber, this is crumb cake ink on crumb cake paper. You can use a sponge. We just don't sell them anymore. You might use your Stampin', or what's that called? Blending brush. You could go direct to the ink pad, but just always be careful with our ink pads. If you scrape it, you're going to cut it. So just flat. But there's lots of ways to add this color. And it just defines that folder a little more, and it gives it a nice aged look. So, or you can not sponge it at all. All right, so let's put this card together. So the first thing I'm going to put down is the Bedazzling 3/4 inch by 5 1/4 piece. Pretty much the same position as the first card. You do want to make sure your words are make sure your words are right side up. Like I can read the word harvest right there. Although if they're upside down, it's fine. And if the designer paper is a little long from the back, you can trim that off. If it's a little short, you pretend that was on purpose because a human cut it. And next layer will be the designer paper, which I am realizing I forgot to give you the measurements for. So it is, I have two rulers over here and I don't see either one. Where? Here we go. 2 1/4 by 5. And it's going to go partially on my Bedazzling, and the rest will hang off to the right. And there's the Bedazzling shows on the top and bottom because it's 5 inches instead of 5 1/4. And then my next layer is this ribbon, and I actually kind of pulled my card apart when I was designing it and added that because I had it with the flowers and the greeting, and I felt like it needed something. So I like pulled it up and put that ribbon underneath to make it just finish it off basically. But now I know that, so I can add the ribbon first. So I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other card. And the good thing about ribbon, even if you put the adhesive on the ribbon or the paper, you can always reposition it. Just pull it up carefully, so if you're a little bit crooked or whatever, you can reposition it. And then I added the large flower flat. And the flowers are basically within, like confined within the designer paper. And then mini dimensionals here on my other flower, sorry. I know I have team members and other people who watch who are vision impaired. That's why I give a lot of description. And then we'll add the greeting on top in dimensionals. And so I'm just going to avoid dimensionals in the middle section because it's already raised up on that flower. But this is a very long, skinny piece of paper. So I am going to use more than I normally would. About 5 there spread out, just none right there where the word people is basically. And there, so it's going above the ribbon a little bit across both flowers. And looking gorgeous. And then to finish this one off, what am I doing? Y'all know I don't do my cards that way. I'm going to add more of these. I think I left off. Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry. Brush metallic adhesive back dots. I'm looking for my piercing tool. So this time I'm using, I got to be honest, I don't know the colors of each one. But this third color, that's maybe, I don't know. I want to say bronze, but I'm probably wrong. So I'm using 3 of those on this card. So same as before, 1 large and 2 small. And they're just sprinkled kind of all over the card. And then now this can go on my card base and I'm pretty much finished. And I did, in case you're like thinking that I should have, I tried this on a crumb cake card base and I did not like it. So I went with white. I thought it looked a lot better. So I just laid it on crumb cake, laid it on white. It looked way better on white. So there is that finished card. We've got the metallic dots. We've got the ribbon. You can get both of those free each half of the month. For me, the sponging is darker on the card I made today, I think. It's more, I don't know, it's just different, and I think I like this one better, the sponging portion. So there you go. Hey, Rhonda, no problem running late. Thank you, Cindy. Let me catch up here a little bit on y'all's comments. I've had a lot of practice tying bows, y'all. But yeah, the bunny ear, a customer, I can't remember who showed me bunny ear bows, but someone showed it to me at one point years ago, and that like changed my life. So if you just practice bunny ears, I also can't remember who it is. I think it might be a Lisa. I have a couple of Lisas, but who was like, I'm just gonna practice bows until I get them straight. And she's like, I know how to make bows now. But anyway, I think bunny ears are very helpful to learn how to make bows. You can also do a fork bow, and I have a video on how to make that, but card 2 looks like a painting. Ooh, thank you, Martha. I'm trying to go back and read your comments, but there's a lot of just like this person's watching in between. So Susie loves the Blackberry DSP. Veronica, good morning. Big blue ruler. Oh, yeah, Martha said it's good that the measurements start right on the edge. Cool. Okay, so actually I forgot. That's it for what I'm making today. So these are the 3 cards that I made today. Sorry, let me say this properly. But I do have a 4th card. if you place your online order with me in August of 25 or more with the host code, you're going to get a kit to make all 4 of these cards. And this is why I thought I had missed some metallic dots, because they're on the 4th card. And this one uses the bird along with the owl paper, which I think personally is gorgeous. I used all 3 colors of the metallic dots between the 3 cards. This is like the copper color right there. And on the one I didn't demonstrate. And I used the splatter stamp. Of course, that bird stamp made, this bow goes all the way around, and I used my reverse tweezers, which are also on my online store. These are the ones that are on the online store. You get 2 for like $7 on Amazon with my, it's the same price on Amazon, but if you go use my links, I get a few pennies of commission. So, thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed these cards and the video today. Remember, this is the free class for August, that with any online order of 25 or more using the host code, whether it's now or the 16th, you'll get a new host code. But 50 or more, first half of the month with the host code gets you the ribbon, and then a separate order the second half of the month, 50 or more, also gets you the free dots. So basically you could get all 4 of these free possibly throughout the month. Any questions on any, I guess I'll leave those there, of the events I talked about today? Thank you, Jackie. Please let me know so you can get registered in time, or anything else, whatever it is. If you have any questions, just let me know. All right. Well, I hope y'all have a great day and week, and I should be back next week. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Oma. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, G-Ann. I'm reading. I'm also holding my phone. Sorry, it's moving now. Mary Ann, thank you. Sandy, thank you so much. Ooh, love the bird card. That's your favorite. Awesome. The bird card was the 4th one I designed. That's why it didn't get in the video, because I had already pre-cut as I made these to do the video. So I didn't like leave it out on purpose, but making 4 might be a little too much. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks for sharing, Susie. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Pat. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a great day and week, and I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.